Potholes, overgrown bushes, dirty streets. It's a situation that's become all too normal for too many towns across the length and breadth of our beautiful country. While the state of many municipalities' finances leaves much to be desired, some struggle to operate at all. Back in August, the Cooperative Governance Ministry identified 64 dysfunctional municipalities, with Cabinet promising to intervene. An investigative journalism project has since suggested the problem is worsening. Today, we welcome back Zukiswa Kota. She's a researcher and program head with the Public Service Accountability Monitor and joins us now to discuss this. Zukiswa, the picture that's been painted is not too great. Some of these councils, are they just too far gone to save?
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. That's, I think, quite an important question. It's a difficult one to answer. In the sense that, what do you determine as too far gone? But certainly we have seen across the country that there are many municipalities that are in dire straits, whether from financial perspective or in kind of the delivery of basic services. But determining is a municipality too far gone, perhaps is easier to better understand when we're thinking about the leadership and the potential for change in that leadership, because I think a lot hinges on the context of leadership and accountability and governance within each municipality. So perhaps that's an easier question to answer.
So why don't you answer that question then for us, Zukiswa?
Yeah, I mean, I think, most viewers will have been aware over the years of several local government turnaround strategies, and even the term turnaround strategy itself had at some point just really become meaningless. There was a study done looking at a particular municipality, I think it was if I'm not mistaken, which really looked at the level of success of such a turnaround strategy, and amongst the indicators or amongst the areas to ensure that a turnaround of a too far gone or nearly too far gone municipality was amongst those was leadership, and the potential for those who are responsible for turning the situation around themselves to be overseen, and for themselves to have someone to be reporting to, or layers of accountability. And often that's the fundamental questions. You can pump as much money into municipality as is needed. Often municipalities are said to be hamstrung by funds. You can do as many financial audits. You can do, in fact, public administration, context and capacity building from that perspective. But ultimately, if there isn't adequate consequence management and performance management of those in charge of those turnaround strategies, there's almost no point in spending that much money even doing that.
Cooperative Governance Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma has been championing the district development model that was initiated by the president in 2019. Is that something that could work, or are we just going to have the same situation where we're just pumping more ideas, more money into the problem, but not really getting anything in return?
Yeah, I think most will agree that there's no shortage of plans in South Africa. There's no shortage of, really well-crafted strategic, models such as the district development model. But again, what it boils down to is the degree to which those are implementable, the degree to which there is actual political will where the rubber, meets the road. And often that's the kind of political interference, to really put it quite bluntly, is often where the issues and the barriers lie in that context. So I think there are reasons to be positive about such a thing as the district development model, but it has to be met by adequate capacity. It has to be met by adequate resourcing. It has to be met by adequate political will. And really, I think it's a well-used phrase to almost to the point of being cliched, this aspect of political will. But everywhere we look, I think it's easy to see that is really quite important, particularly at the local government level and at the hub of delivery of services in this country.
Very quickly, Zukiswa, it seems to me it's a no-brainer to have political will if you want to remain in power and you want to keep the people who are voting for you happy. You need to have the political will to make this happen. So why is there no political will?
So that's, likely a complex question to answer as well. I think at the face of it, very often it is about who stands to lose, for example, in the context of cleaning up a municipality's financial management. We've seen over the years, for instance, where the Auditor General's reports have indicated where leakages are happening, where inadequate, oversight of really important public resources is a factor, is a problem. There obviously is someone at the other end for whom that is a status quo that should be kept. There's a benefit to that. Yeah. And so I think one of the reasons is very often about who stands to benefit when municipalities continue to fail. I think the country does have a range of really strong skills. There are many, within the private sector, even at the level of local government, who have shown an indication that they would want to provide support. There are many civic actors. There are many within municipalities who are well skilled, who are well-meaning, and who are hardworking. But I think, again, it does boil down to who holds the greatest power, and do the people who stand to kind of benefit the most, how powerful do they continue to be? And I think that's where the crux of that is.
Zukiswa, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Zukiswa Kota, a research and program head with the Public Service Accountability Monitor. Thank you.